Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Last night I did a video on David Letterman stepping down after 33 years, and YouTube blocked that video. I suspect they blocked it because I used some of the footage from April 3rd when he resigned. I wanted to show how much emphasis there was on numbers. You can go on YouTube and watch that same video. Just look up David Letterman farewell announcement. It'll pop right up. But he made that announcement on April 3rd, the 93rd day of the year, which is crucial. And even more crucial than that is that he's stepping down after 33 years, 3 months, and 19 days. A lot like King David in the Bible, who ruled over Jerusalem for 33 years. Letterman began February 1st, 82. We'll get more into that, show how it connects with David Letterman himself, and also how this is related to Stephen Colbert, who's replacing him. We'll also talk about this reigning for 33 years and other people who have done it in recent history, from corporate executives to athletes to sports team owners. Notice that the name David Letterman in English gematria sums to 888. New York's establishment date also has an 8 connection. It was established July 26, 1788. Notice it's the year 88. Also, what's interesting is the word revelation in the Bible sums to 726 in English gematria, a lot like the birthday date for New York. New York's got a lot of biblical numbers on it, Truth Seeker. So his full name, David Michael Letterman. Some interesting gematria. Born April 12th, 1947. From the day Letterman announced the 93rd day of the year until today is exactly a span of 47 days. Letterman announced 47 days before he was stepping down, but when he announced, he stated that he wasn't sure what day was going to be his last day, but it would be in 2015. I suspect he is being told what to do as things roll out. All right, so Letterman started his career in 82. His birthday, 4/12/1947. 4 plus 12 plus 19 plus 47, a fair way to get a date numerology, sums to 82. Earlier this year, we saw the story of Robert Durst, the murderer. His murders tracked back to 82, 33 years earlier. The name Robert has a gematria of 33. The name Durst has a gematria of 82. We see a lot of this. Names synchronizing with dates. Letterman's just another example. Stephen Colbert, who's taking over, he has a connection to this 82. Another fair way to get a date numerology is adding without the front 19 part. So 5/13/64, add these 3 numbers together. 82. If you get a book on date numerology, you'll see that each of these methods has a different specific name, but they're all fair methods in numerology. So Letterman and Colbert have connections to this number 82. His last day today, May 20th, 2015, is a date with 40 numerology. I think this is interesting because Late Show also has a gematria of 40 with the S exception. Here's an article from CBS.com. It was written before this week began to say how the final shows will go. Let's just read it. On Monday, that's the Monday that just passed, today's Wednesday, Tom Hanks will appear on the show, marking his 60th appearance with Letterman. Hanks first appeared on the late night on April 4th, 4/4/1984. 4/4 and 84. Very curious numbers that we talk about much. That same evening, rocker Eddie Vedder will make a special music performance backed by Paul Schaefer and the CBS Orchestra. Talked about Eddie Vedder. He is a curiosity in himself. Replaced a musician that was found dead in Seattle in the band Pearl Jam, and Never look back. Now he even has music festivals named after him. Coachella. So that was Monday. They'd given us the 4-4 tributes, the 84 tributes. Then on Tuesday, actor Bill Murray will sit down with the departing late night host, marking his 44th overall appearance with Letterman. You see, True Seeker, this is how I figured out this numbers thing once upon a time. Gematria, just continuously reading stuff like this and going, what's it all about? I mean, why do they want us to know this? Why is it so important? In the same paragraph, they have a 4-4, a 44. Once upon a time, I used to look at this and scratch my head and go, why? What is it all about? But now we have lots of answers. We know what it's all about. Remember, if you write out 44 and you write out the date April 4th, they both sum to 144. MLK was assassinated on April 4th. The first president to die in office died on April 4th, William Henry Harrison. The ninth president, the first Whig. Right now we have the first black president, number 44. None of this stuff's a coincidence. It's all proof of how our history's been organized by the numbers. Letterman stepping down by the numbers. Also, with regards to Bill Murray, he's in the film Groundhog's Day, which is set on February 2nd, the 33rd day of the year. The name Murray, like so many movie stars, has that gematria of 33. He'll be making his 44th appearance. He did that yesterday, the day my video got blocked. Stephen Colbert, who's taken over, he's another person with one of the 33 names, so common. David was master number 22. Stephen's 33. They love their multiples of 11. With regards to him making his announcement on April 3rd, the 93rd day of the year, Letterman, it fits the pattern of what we see in New York. The new building built over where the old World Trade Center stood is called One World Trade Center, which has a gematria of 93. Think about the old buildings and the 93 World Trade Center building. On that same day that the buildings fell down, there was flight 93 of 33 passengers in Pennsylvania. The first plane to hit the World Trade Centers was Flight 11, reportedly. It hit floors 93 through 99. In truth, though, True Seeker, no plane hit the buildings. That's where the bombs were planted. That's why the explosions are outwards and the planes melt through the building like computer graphics, because that's what they were. We live in a big show, a big hoax. The World Trade Center buildings also existed for 33 years. Construction began in 1968. They came down in 2001. They were open for 28 years. They opened in 1973 on 4/4, April 4th, 5 years to the day of the MLK assassination. There's a reason that they like to put that 44 number in front of us so much, Truth Seeker. The paper in New York, the one that says all the worst books on the planet are bestsellers, such as everything by Bill O'Reilly. The New York Times equals 93. It was established September 18th, 1851, a date with 33 numerology. 9 plus 1 plus 8 plus 1 plus 8 plus 5 plus 1. 33 and 93. We find them together all the time. The New York Times is one of the biggest propaganda agencies in this world. They put out articles that say people who believe in conspiracy have mental illness, and sheeple buy it up. The same sheeple who watch programming like David Letterman, who just watch programming, period. That's all TV is. Teaching people how to be idiots. Find something good on TV. Somebody tell me something good on TV. What is good on TV? I can't tell you a single thing. New York in Pythagorean gematria sums to 39. NY in simple English gematria sums to 39. 14 plus 25. The date of establishment has a numerology of 39. And a whole bunch else coded into it. The United Nations in New York is 39 floors tall. Think about the United Nations. Think about their symbol. A flat earth with a circle around it, and that circle is broken up into 33 compartments. 33 compartments. The word empire has a Pythagorean gematria of 39. New York is the Empire State. 3993, they're these numbers associated with Thelema, Saturn worship, do what thou wilt. Right here, we're looking at the span of days from when Letterman announced the 93rd day of the year till today, his last day, a span of 47 days. With regards to Stephen Colbert, the man replacing him, a lot of people really like this guy. I think he's funny. But Truth Seeker, the way I've seen it is, people want to watch Comedy Central and laugh at how ridiculous everything is. And sure, I understand the importance of laughing and feeling good, but we have to wake up, and we have to do more than laugh, and we have to understand that we're being ruled. Stephen Colbert can get on TV and make jokes about how fucked up everything is because he's being paid well and because he's part of this gang. People think Stephen Colbert is a good guy. Guess again. He's just another one of these agents doing his part. The truth is always in the wives, Truth Seeker. These gang of 33, all they do is marry women with 33 names. It makes me wonder what's going on. Perhaps part of the reason this is because the word miss has a gematria of 33. He married McGee in 93. McGee is one of the 33 names that rhymes with 33. 13 plus 3 is 16, plus 7 is 23, plus 2 more E's is 10 more, 33. These celebrities and their 33 wives. Again, in the Bible, King David rules Jerusalem for 33 years. If you read the passage, the other numbers mentioned are 40. Remember, the date numerology he's ending on for today has a numerology of 40, like Late Show. 33 and 40. Fallen on today. Other celebrities who've done well with 33, here's Tony La Russa. He finished his playing career on April 6th, the 96th day of the year, a highly Masonic number. And then he coached for 33 more seasons, winning the World Series for the third time in his 33rd season. Sports, all part of the big hoax organized by the numbers. Bill Gates was head of Microsoft for 33 years. Remember Microsoft's old symbol? It has a 33 right in front of it. Can you see that? 3. The name Bill Gates in Pythagorean gematria sums to 33. Again, he was head of Microsoft for 33 years before stepping down. And since the beginning of this blog, I've been documenting how 33 is often paired with 47. Look at Bill Gates' wife, Melinda Gates. Bill Gates, Melinda Gates, 3347. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is one of the biggest frauds in this nation. I moved to Seattle in the end of 2006, and not long after I moved downtown, they tore out a park, a nice park, basketball court, skate court, place people hung around. And what they built in place of that park was the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. It's now a massive building down there. And I just remember how disappointing that was from the beginning to watch this park get wiped out and for it to be replaced with a fraudulent organization that promotes itself as doing something good in the world. But it's so easy to see that the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is nothing but a fraud. For example, they spent multi-billion dollars on a study to determine if classroom size had an impact on student learning, and their findings were that class size made zero difference. It didn't matter if there were 12 students in a class or 60 students in a class. All that mattered was the quality of the teacher and the curriculum. That was the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Now, anybody who's a teacher knows that's complete and utter bullshit and absolutely disgusting. And to date, it's the most expensive study on this. And since it was released, which is a long time ago now, we've seen many districts throughout the nation determine that they were going to increase class size. And I guarantee you that 100% has to do with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Now, True Seeker, to take this a step further, I'm someone who's always said Bill Gates is a complete front, a government front. His company is a government entity. Most private companies that are giants in this world are not really private. They are the government. It is an illusion to think that they're separate from the government. How else do you think Microsoft gets its shitty products on every computer in this world without any competition rising up? Think about it. This is the government. This is how they forge our future. Members of the Gang of 33. See headlines like this with Bill Gates. I'm on a boat. Bill Gates vacations on $330 million yacht. Now, what do you think they really wanted to put in front of your face there, Truth Seeker? And then more recently, we got the story of Donald Turkowitz, or who hid his Jew name with the name Donald Sterling, but his real name's Turkowitz. This guy was the longest tenured owner in the NBA. He had to step down after 33 years. Why? Because he was reportedly racist against black people. How did this story come out? It came out through his black girlfriend. People should just stop right there and think about what they're being told. The guy has a black girlfriend, but we're supposed to think that he's racist against black people? It's just all part of the joke. The reason we got that story is because we're living in this era, which has become a lot more clear since this story originally broke, where they're trying to force us to hate each other with the media. Black against white. This story was part of that coding. And a more quieter story that came out right after this was about the Atlanta Hawks franchise and all their racial coding. Notice that the Atlanta Hawks and the Los Angeles Clippers both made it really far this year in the NBA. The Hawks are still going in the Eastern Conference Finals, but I'm pretty sure they're about to be lunch for LeBron James and the Cavs. I got a post on that as well. This is how the gang is run, Truth Seeker. By the numbers. David Letterman stepping down after 33 years because that's what he was told to do. The reason YouTube probably blocked my video is because I had lots of good commentary as we watched the step down speech. Letterman makes it seem like he's doing it on his own accord, but does some grins to kind of give away the truth. Everything's by the numbers, Truth Seeker. TV personalities, and a whole lot more. All right, until next time.